The Haltwhistle Y is a standout feature of the town, but up until now, it's not really been used for much. Let's change that, shall we? Hey all, it's M4J here, and welcome back to From Steam to Electricity here on Transport Fever 2. And as you saw in the intro, we are here at Haltwhistle. Haltwhistle Central, which is part of the Haltwhistle Y. Even though this station's Haltwhistle Y and this one's Central, the whole thing, the whole track layout is technically the Y. And why? Because I said so. Yeah, that joke's going to appear a lot throughout this, I'm sure. I still love the way the platforms here are at slightly different elevations. It does look quite cool. Slightly less cool over here though, where there's lots of undulation changes. I should have flattened this out a lot more, but never mind. So today then, we're going to try and get this side of the Y here in operation, from Central up towards Stockport. Forgot the name of the town then. It is Stockport, isn't it? Nope, Scarborough. I did get it wrong. I don't even know where Stockport is on this. I don't even know if we have a Stockport on this map. I have no idea. So over the last couple of episodes, as well as building the line here. By the way, I hope you liked the flyover in the last episode. It was a little bit long, but I thought it would be a good idea to show the full production chain from start to finish. I'm really tempted to buy another one of these trains here as well, because I think... I'm not quite sure why you're sat here, actually. Oh, minimum stopping time 4 minutes, that's why. I did like a pseudo timetable. That'll be why. I want to get another one of these trains, though, because I think we need another one. So let's clone. Can't. Got no money. That's really annoying when that happens. I think we will get more money. Most of these lines are profitable. Still not enough money. Crazy, right? These trains just eat money. There we go. God, these trains, they're like 2.8 million. It's crazy. Where are you coming out from? I'm assuming this is up at Warwick. Yes, you're actually not making any money here either. So something else I've learned when I set this up is we get food up here, of course. This train should be, yeah, fairly loaded with food. I believe there are consumers in and around the area. The food that gets dropped off here to Warwick is also picked up by the train here. It's something I hadn't really thought about. Excuse me. Something I hadn't really thought about when I was setting it all up. And then I saw it. I was like, oh, yeah, that's the thing. So I'm not going to change it. I think I'm going to adopt it, actually, and let it do its thing. I think it's kind of cool that it is doing that. Enough waffling, though, because we do have work to do. So what we're doing today, we're extending the line here from Stafford through Cockerhead, which is this area here, Cockermouth and Leatherhead, up to Scarborough. Now, this may require a little bit of tweaking over here at Scarborough. I'm going to try not to do that too much if I can help it, but there may be some things that need to change. We're also going to add some freight onto this. Because you can see here we're making machines and whoops, wrong way. Not Southport, but Warwick accepts machines. So we're going to try and get machines dropped off here as well. There is also the fact we've got construction materials and goods here, and I'm pretty certain if we were to utilize this second platform here, we have construction materials and goods getting delivered to Haltwhistle, do we not? Yes, we do. So there's potential maybe that we could have those brought up here as well. Although what then gets brought down, I have no idea. Although looking at it, the fact that I've discovered now, thanks to my work with the Cinders Cup crew, that these buildings start generating waste and mail as soon as they have their demands met. I thought it was the town had to have its demands met, but no, it's the buildings. So in theory, we could bring waste back down the hill to somewhere, one of these places, and then possibly from that turn that into steel, which could then get taken. Where is the waste? There's a mail sorting centre there. I'm sure there was one nearby somewhere. Maybe not. What accepts steel? You accept steel. Suppliers. I need to find Loddon. Wiz Beach. I'm not seeing any near here, which is slightly annoying, because that would have been a really good lucrative means of making more steel. It's bringing the waste down the hill. I'm just seeing if there's any near the river. We could potentially use our river of gold to help us out, but it's not looking promising. Although there is steel being made here, and there is potential to make steel. Oh, there's one. And there's Loddon. Maybe we could build a branch between Loddon and Wisbeach when the railway extends south, which it hasn't done yet, but it will do at some point. I need to stop talking and start building. There's a good idea, Mark. So, as for where the station's going to go here, this isn't actually used by anything now. It was, but now it isn't, because the tram does this job. So I think taking out this... let's remove the line first. And then we can remove all of this in one go. There we go. Having the station somewhere around here would be good. The fact that the track is already curving this way. I think I did plan it out before and I've just forgotten. But I'm going to kind of use this slope here as a natural embankment to bring it up. And then we're going to bridge over these roads and we're going to kind of thread the needle through here. So the station is actually going to sit in this sort of area. As for how to build it, I think building it like this. Track type we want bullhead 75 miles an hour. I hope we can upgrade that in the future. Track count just the 1. Platform length we want it as small as possible. Width is fine. I'm really tempted to build this as an island station, but then it's where does the entrance go? Might have an idea for that though. We'll see. Left platform, no. There we go. And then we've got to place this where I want it. So I want to lift it up so that the track coming out of it, excuse me, is on a bridge. And I think that is more than high enough. That's probably too high. So we'll bring it down a little bit. And actually, because I'm building it as an island platform, maybe 10. Is there an era thing? Yeah, era. This is early. So I'm thinking something like this. We'll try that. Now if I was to build this out, yeah, already that's perfect. Bridge-wise, though, we want something a little bit different. Let's go with that. Yeah, already you can see, actually, that is way too high. And I've probably spent way too much money building it already. So, what I need... I could, in theory, do this anyway, because I've got the Bridge Anywhere mod. But what you need is, like, someone to be stood here. So you get a really accurate look as to how high a bridge needs to be. I think this could also work. I'm just going to put that... there. You can see already it's throwing up some issues, but if we level this, no, see, that's not high enough. That's annoying, actually. Again, I could use the Bridge Anywhere mod, but it kind of defeats the spirit of what I'm trying to do here, which is to build as the game somewhat intended. Obviously, I've got some mods that change that already. That's the wrong thing, Mark. I think it's just going to have to be like this, you know. What height is that? 31... No, 31 meters is its length. I don't actually know the height. It's flat, though. We know that. Do we just commit and build it this high? That is really high, though. Maybe if I use that as a guide... So, how am I going to do this? I think here is like parallel. Is it the right height? Basically the right height for the platform, actually. So I'm going to mark that as good. I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to come through and delete this again. Nearly removed the road then. That would have been absolutely catastrophic. Much swearing would have ensued. So now I've got to build this again, but at a slightly lower height. So maybe like this. Or this. Let's try this. And if this is too low, then at least I know how to fix it. Yeah, that's too low. That's actually really frustrating though, because that is a good height. So if I could turn that on. But I don't think that's actually going to fix it now. The only thing that would fix it is the build anyway tool. And I don't really like using that because again, that's the one where I feel like it's not really in the spirit of the game. I don't have a problem with other people using it, but it's not really something I particularly enjoy using. I feel like this is building it at the exact same height that it was just now, but I'm going to do it anyway. And this time I'm actually going to look. Oh no, that's fine. Might just commit to this at this stage. Woohoo. Do it properly, Mark. In that case, we could probably go with this style. Beef it up a little bit, make it look a little bit stronger. There we go, and then we'll do that. Nice. And then here, we don't have the money for it right now, of course. Of course not, it'd be too easy, wouldn't it? This is all going to be embankment anyway. Which makes it even more expensive. And I also notice that is lower. So we might not even get over that. We'll find out in a minute. Right, I'm going to unpause again now, because we've got that established. Just need to get the money in. We could always just lower this road slightly. That's the trick here that I was going to utilise. Yeah, we're going to have to lower the road slightly, which is fine. I'll just pause this again for a second. We'll remove that, we'll remove that. And then here, we're actually going to use streets now. No, that's up. We need to go down. There we are. I think this is all it takes, you know. Let's remove this one as well, and then we'll build it in like this. I wouldn't be surprised if that's all we needed to do. Oh, a little bit more. Okie dokie. Delete, delete, delete. So down, and then I think maybe like this. Let's check first before we commit. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, we've got to remember that there's going to be where's the thing gone? Lost my node. Lost my node again. Where is it? I wish that UI didn't cover the node. That is kind of frustrating. There we are. So yeah, we're going to thread between streets and houses and things at this stage. So even here, we're going to sort of bridge over. To be honest, for this section, we're probably going to bridge over this. So at this stage, the railway here, what side is this? There's a question. So this is going to be the main line heading down, I think. So heading left to right. No, right to left. It's going to be the express line. That's not what I wanted to do. I can't snap to it now. There. So yeah, we're going to come around like this. So again, we've got to remember there's going to be other lines coming across this too. But actually that, we're climbing up again. We're considerably higher. So that works out quite well for us. And then we can go straight across. And yet, it's not letting us build a bridge. Interesting. So I think this is where you need the bridge mod and then the build anyway mod. Just to get that extra assurance in that it's going to work. So I'm going to build it around like this again. to about there. This time, though, I'm going to have it slope slightly upwards for this section. Now, see, now it wants to work. And then here, hopefully, there we go. We can go straight across. Now, if I flatten this again, perfect. How am I going to build this one? Like this? I guess. Don't forget it's going to be a 4-track main line here, so it's going to have to be pretty beefy. Go a little bit further, like so. And then, so we've got to come this way round. So here we're going to use, as I said, the natural slope of the land. No, we don't want that. We want it to do this. I guess a tunnel here isn't the end of the world. We want it to maximize its speed. So I imagine the town eventually will expand over this anyway. Let's go with Totley Tunnel. It does add to the price, but never mind. And then we emerge here. Again, yeah, make sure it's Totley Tunnel. And then here, I think we start snapping to the landscape again. So it's going to be a bit of a climb up into the town. Maybe not this much. I think the golden rule is no more than 2, which is around here, I'd say. We need this to be embankment, so it's going to get pretty expensive pretty quickly. We need to curve this way so that when we then curve this way, we can meet up with that one over there. Cool. At least this section here is going to be the most expensive. We could actually head right and then back to the left and then back to the... What's the landscape here? I think it actually slopes up a little bit more this way. Possibly. So if we did this... Wow, that's very high. Yikes. Okay, scratch that then. I guess because I'm using the realistic slopes mod as well, so it's already limiting how much I can actually go up and down by. Oh, 1 second. Let's do that bit as well. Not even sure where that bit came from actually. Weird. Because yeah, here we want to get close to the road if possible. Like this. I've got to get the right one. So we're connecting up to this one here for this section. So I want it to look like this. Now I'm going to build these other tracks here so that they come out and meet. 3 and 4. Once we get the money, there it is. And then yeah, we're connecting to this one. So it's this one over like this. I think that actually looks alright. It's a bit curvy, but what main line isn't? So in theory, we've now connected up to Cockerhead, but we now need to actually build this. Now this is going to be a curved station, as I'm getting quite good at, and it's going to sort of come around like this. Because then the main line is going to come over this road here and then slope down and then head towards Scarborough. So let's get started with this as well then. So for this, I want to build the track first. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh. Give me money. 7, 8. So that's a... I want to say 320 meter, but that doesn't seem right to me. But it must be right. And then from here, we want to... I got the right one. Oh god, no, that's not what I wanted at all. How do I've forgotten how to do this now. Is it this one? No. My word, I'm so out of practice. This one. This is what I want. It's only a gradual curve. It's not going to be massive. So you could probably afford like that, even. I think that's fine. I don't do this. There we go. Okie dokie. Now we've got to snap the platforms. So I think these automatically do it, actually, looking at it. Let's just check that before I commit again. So these two are fine. So it's this one now. Needs to do geometry, reference, that. Yeah, you look like you're... Looks like you're stuck to it, so that's fine. You're the same type, aren't you? Yep. Excellent. And that. Now we've got to do the same thing with the track here. So build you, and then again make sure that you are actually joined. You are. Excellent. Can't afford it. There we are. So here already you can see it's starting to move away. So we have to do that, and that brings it back in. I think you have to do this for every piece, so that it knows you're associated with that platform. It's a bit finicky. There may be better ways to do it. It may not even be performing as intended. I know other people have commented on my videos saying, oh yeah, I tried to use this and I gave up on it because it just wasn't working. The first time I used it, I gave up on it because it wasn't working. But I think it's had a lot of updates since then even. And works a lot better now. So, always willing to give things a try. Right, and then finally, give me the money. Come on, game. Autosave as well. The new PC makes the game run a lot faster. It did take a little bit longer to load today. Not quite sure why. But things overall do seem to run a little bit faster. So it's good in that regard. And I can play in high graphics again now, which is very nice indeed. I'm not normally one, and I've said this before, I'm not normally one who cares too much about graphics and stuff, but there are times where you just want things to look nice. That's interesting. Why can I not build... 1 second. Maybe if I start at this end. That looks like it is stuck. Yep. And that looks like it's stuck. It's not. That's why you check, see? Because it looked like it was, but it wasn't. Again, it does look like it's following the curve, but I guarantee you it's not. There we go, and then this one. There you go. We've still got to add the platforms in and all sorts still. It's going to be incredibly fun. Again, I sound like I'm being critical of the mod. I'm not. I like the mod. The fact that you can build basically any shape station you want is great. I'm still a little bit salty that I wasn't able to build the full triangle that I wanted to build, but nowhere did it say you could build a full triangle. So I'm not going to hold it against it. I feel like, yeah, this bit here doesn't feel right to me. It feels like it's a bit iffy. So what I'm going to do is remove that piece and that piece, and we might just have a bit of a staggered station here. So on this side, I'm going to build out like that, and that's going to be where the extra 2 platform sections go. So if I show you what I mean, if I build that piece, that's actually not... as large as I want it, but we'll have to fix that in a second. So we do that, and yeah, you're with that width modifier. So we want you as large as you can be, which I guess is... That doesn't feel very wide. Feels like it should be wider, right? Either that, we just add 2 modules instead of 1. Maybe we just do that. I've got to get rid of that first. There we go. And now I can do this. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that kind of works a bit better, I suppose. Again, just check it's dependent. Yes, it is. Okay. And then we've got to do all of this. I think platforms snap to tracks a little bit better. Yeah. Like, tracks don't seem to snap to tracks very well, but platforms snap to tracks pretty well. If that makes sense. There we go, and then this one should be done. Yep. And then this one. I'm still going to check them all, because there will be one where it doesn't work, and I won't notice until it's too late. There we go. Now I'm hoping platforms snap to platforms just as well. Yes. Do I trust it? Be rude not to now, wouldn't it? Yeah, no, that seems to have all worked fine. Worth the risk. Still a bit miffed that this doesn't work like I wanted it to, but never mind. Put that one in. Check that it's... Yep, it is. Good. That one already doesn't look like it is. It is not. Again, this is why we check. And this one. Yep, bring it across. And then this one. Nope, money. Yeah, this is an expensive project. Be lying if it wasn't. I think it is definitely worth doing though, because the possibilities, and don't forget this isn't just passengers that are going to be using this, it's going to be freight too. And already we've seen potential for how that could operate, bringing machines to Warwick, and then bringing food even across here if it becomes necessary. There we are, and then finally that one. Nice. So now we've got to put the entries in. Now for this one I am tempted to just put an underpass entry. See, I can't see where it is. That's the annoying thing. So we could do one here. The other problem is I don't know the height it's at. So for all I know that's great, or that's terrible. And I don't even know if I can remove that now. Yes, good. What else have we got access to? These are all cargo buildings, aren't they? Yeah. Oh, there's a question though. Do we want cargo platforms here too? Maybe that's our thing. Passenger platforms in the middle, and then we can have freight platforms on the outside. What's the thinnest? Yeah, because that's quite thick. I don't want it that thick. So could I change the width? Wow, we dive so far into the red sometimes, it's crazy. Oh, you can keep changing it. Oh, well, I feel stupid now. Well, that's 5 meters narrower than it was. And apparently now has a width of 5 meters, so it would have been 10 before. I mean, it doesn't look terrible, does it? And if they all do that... This could work, actually. This could work. I don't know if this affects the amount of cargo that can be stored here. But I don't mind that. That looks alright. I've got to do the same thing on this side. So remove 5 meters. Or this side we could just leave it as is. Maybe have a cargo building here. Because then for the passengers, yeah, I wanted a... In fact, I could do that here. Build an underpass with a slope going up to it. And that's how people get into the station. At least on this side. And then maybe one of these sides we build a big passenger building. I don't know. Probably just speculating too much there. Yeah, this looks cool. I guess eventually we'll build a big truck stop attached to this as well. Because this is going to become quite a heavily industrial area as well as a passenger area. You think there's machines and food up there. There's goods and construction materials down here, and it could all be getting brought in here. So having something here to actually deal with it all could actually be very useful for us. How feasible? Yeah, it's actually very feasible. Maybe we build it at the end here, where it sticks off the edge. Like so. I'm happy with that. And then for this, we want the oldest looking one, which I think is this one. Already I don't like this look here. I feel like it needs to go on this one. So let's just do that. And then see how feasible this is. My word, that looks horrendously ugly. Yeah, it's not going to work, is it? Try again with one of these ones. Should have just built the passenger platform properly. I'm ruining that decision now. It just doesn't look like there's anything there. I don't think there is anything there. That's the dumb thing. So what if I built it over here somewhere? Oh, hang on. I think I've just figured it out. I think you actually need an actual underpass. What's that under? Components? Yeah, okay. So let's build you here. And then we'll build you here. And then if I now do this. Here. There we go. Now it has an entry. Yeah, that actually makes way more sense. Just proves I'm a bit of a numpty, really, doesn't it? Okay. Do we want clocks and signs everywhere? Sure. I think that's actually going to go here. And then we skip one. And we build it here. And then we skip one and we build it here. And then we have seats in the gaps. There. Can't do it on that one because that's in the way. That one's already done, which is fine. We could put bins in as well. What I would love is a roof. There's an overpass, but there's no roof, which is kind of annoying. Maybe we'll just put signs and clocks on all of these. Oh, I think it alternates, actually, so that's fine. And then, yeah, I've really screwed this up. I'm going to go rebuild this quickly. And then when we come back, you'll see what it's actually meant to look like. Bear with me. All right, we are back. This is what it looks like. So I've fixed platform width, added the extra track back in, added the cargo track, added this, which is the cargo building, which has got huge storage. I've also added the truck stop outside, or at least a preliminary truck stop outside. There may be another one at some point in the future. There's also space over here for another little extra thing if we need it. I've added this as well, which is a bus station with a road that slowly snakes down. And thanks to the underpasses, if I click this, you see not only does it connect to this station, it also connects to the tram stop as well. So that is a nice bonus. I've done a little bit of landscaping to try and make things look nicer. Ultimately, there are some issues still. So the underpasses here look a little bit ugly. If anyone knows how to fix this, by the way, do let me know in the comments below. Much appreciated. Yeah, otherwise it's all good. So we're now ready to build the last section here up to Scarborough. Now this one, because we've got the express platforms at this end and then the more local actually I think it's the other way around. I think the express platforms are at this end and the local platforms are at this end. I don't really like this configuration. So I think one of the first things I'm going to do here is actually rebuild this station. I'm going to leave these junctions in the middle as they are because these are a nightmare to build. So I don't really want to mess up with those, or mess around with those, I should say. If I could condense it though, that would be nice. Let's see. If I was to go from here and build across. Too much curvature. Interesting. Interesting. Let's say I started from here then. Oh, there. I might do that, actually. And then do the same thing somewhere, somehow. With this one. I think already I've gone too far there. Where does that one start? Just the other side of it, so like this. There. Okay. That works. It gives us a little bit of breathing space as well. So let's pause the game because we've got loads of money. And let's have a look and see what we can do here. So configure. And we're basically going to remove everything. So actually before we even do that, let's quickly remove all these tracks as well. We're probably going to end up quad tracking down from here as well. Down through Stowmarket and beyond. And I think the station at Stowmarket, the main station at least, has already been built with that in mind. Yes? Yes, it has. Good. So we're basically just going to quad track this. This station down here, I don't know what we're going to do with this one yet. Probably just move this platform out too and have 2 express tracks in the middle. And then this section, again, not sure yet. We'll come up with something. It's going to be on more of an embankment though, I imagine, because it's going to slope round this way and then over to Uckfield. And then, of course, when we get to Toaster, that's when things start getting interesting again. So we're going to ignore all that for now. Let's have a look at Scarborough then and see what we can do. This might end up being a 2-parter already, because I think at this point this episode is like 45 minutes long, maybe slightly more. So I don't want to make it too long. Let's remove these ones as well. So actually, in terms of the track here, I don't think we actually need to do much in the way of moving stuff. I think it's just the platforms that need to be readjusted slightly. These ones I think I'm quite happy with. So let's just take stock for a second. I'll remove that, remove that, remove that, remove those, and remove that. That gives us a better idea as to how much space we've got. And then if we put these tracks back in, there, and I'm hoping there. And it does fit. It does fit. So that gives us a little bit of extra space. And then of course if we come and connect these up, like that. And then like that. And then like that. Okay. And I feel like I want another set of crossovers a little bit further down, if we have the space for it. So maybe like here. Question is, do we have the expansion? Let's find that out first, actually, before we commit too much to this idea. Because that's only 1, 2, 3, 4. That's only 1,600 we've got there. Sorry, 160, not 1,600. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the same. So I think we actually need to build this out a little bit longer anyway. Now we're starting to get into the realms of it's going to be too much. How big is... That is 2 modules, isn't it? Yeah. So now if I could go like 1, 2, 3, 4. It does work, you know. And then here if we put the end pieces in. That does actually work. So now if we put... like this, and then of course we'll put these platform pieces in too, so 1 there, and then these ones like so. Yeah, does actually work. 2, 3, 4. I feel like the shuttle to Haltwhistle would actually use these platforms. So let's do that. And now I've got to try and get these tracks in again. I feel like it's going to be easier if I did that first. No, probably not actually. Connect them straight across like this. Like so, and then like this. I've got to try and copy what we've got here. Actually, do I need to do that? I guess I do. I guess I do. It just doesn't look long enough still. So this is 4. It doesn't need to be 4. It could be less. I did it 3. And then we can remove these. I think that was actually the idea, wasn't it? So you are 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I guess we can make you 5. So that takes us up to 200. It's just the one down here is 320, but then that's mainly for cargo trains as well. I think if we have the express trains in the middle, yeah, then the more local trains on this side, and then over here, I mean, we've capped out anyway, so it's going to have to be the more locals. Yeah, I think even do it like this. And depending on how we build this, if I was to build this here, these could just be bay platforms. I think I could get away with that. Like this. Although I don't want those to be platform tracks, because that might mess things up. Let's just do this for now. Oh, I might have to wait for the update for this to work. Freeway junctions are coming in the next update, which is massive news. But right now, it's not going to work. So I think for now, I am just going to build these across. Like so, and then that one like that. That one like that. That one like that. And now I've got to try and remember how this looks. So it's like here, you go across like this. Like that. And then this side, here, you can do it from here. So it starts here and then goes across. Come on, work for me. Work for me. Oh, yes. Look at that. Lovely stuff. We'll put the double slips in a second. And then this I'm just going to copy. Basically the design. So it's there. And then you start right there and you come all the way across to about here. Oh, there. I was about to say the damn thing better work now. Right, double slip, double slip, double slip, double slip. Man, this station's going to be hectic. Massively hectic. So you are going to connect to that track. You are going to connect to that track. These two are just going to tuck in. So this one especially is just going to tuck in like this. Although we could probably build it right the way across now and do another double slip. Like that. And then this one is going to do that. And then these ones. Yeah, that doesn't work. I'm gonna. That's really slow if I do it like this. Okay, hang on. This is going to be a 4-track main line at this point, isn't it? So let's just start building that now. Like this. And then same with this side. Like that. You are going to come in like this. I think. Or are we going to do that? No, I think we're going to do that. This one's going to come in like that. This one is going to come in like that. This one's going to come in like that. And then these two we'll sort out in just a second. We're going to move this signal out of the way. I'm also going to move this road out of the way temporarily. Don't worry, it will get fixed. It will look awesome. So now these two are going to pop in like this. Like that and like that. At the same time, we're going to have two crossovers here. Interesting that... Oh, it does work though. I was about to say it's interesting that doesn't want to work. So you then come across like that. And then I guess here you're going to come in like this. Not that fussed about speed. I think 40 is probably a good number. How are we doing for time? Oh, I've got to wrap this one up in a minute. 40. You can't really build crossovers on bridges. At least not good ones. We're going to have to get it as close as we can. In fact, do you know what? 35 is my new golden number. And from that, I can probably redo this, actually. Doesn't need to be any faster than 35, does it? How did I do this? It was like this, wasn't it? So we could do that. To get it to 40. And then, wait, I'm already confused. Yeah, I've already messed this up, I think. That might be why. Yeah, no, I have. Deleted the wrong bit. That's why. Haha. Try that again. You to there. You to there. Now these ones. 40. And 40. Meanwhile, these ones also 40. Good stuff. This one should also be 40. Good stuff. Now we can start building these crossovers again. And I said 30 here is the golden number. And I stand by that. So, yeah, as long as it hits 30, 30 is fine. Now we can build crossover here. 30 is fine. And then another crossover here, where 30 is fine. Again, can't build crossovers on the bridge, which is a little bit frustrating, but it is what it is. Could do double slips and things like that for this, but I think, to be honest, this is a-okay. So now we've just got to start building this round. This. Do I go for an open TTD method? There's an interesting question. If you don't know what I mean by that, I'll show you in a second. So this 30, and then we need one from here that comes out. Minimum speed of 30. I don't think we have enough space actually for what I was going to suggest. I was going to suggest having one line that's just exit only and have it be like this one. Because you can still get to the other platform here. Yeah, I don't know if that's a good idea. Also just realised that having this inner one here as a bay platform, it's not my best idea. I don't even think we need platforms on this section. This middle bit, I could probably remove those. Either that or extend it and have these extra long platforms here. That's not a bad idea actually. I'll think about it. We'll see. Right now, though, this station is technically ready to have passenger trains call here again. I do need to... Actually, it already comes with the benches. I just need to add the roofs back in. So this platform here definitely is going to have a roof. This one, probably not, actually, because, again, you're out in the sort of sticks area. It's a bit crap, so you don't need one. Signals. We need to put... home signal, one way yes, auto sig no. There and there. We could probably use a gantry for that one actually. That then makes this one, yep, a distant, which it is anyway. Or is it combined, I should say. It has a distant attached to it. Cool. So right now we don't need all of these, well, the two outside tracks, but it's nice to have them anyway. As for this, I'm going to temporarily reroute you at Scarborough so that you use platforms 1, 4, 7 and 10. There we go. And you can see how all the crossovers work. Very nice, very lovely. And that's good. So I'm going to wrap this episode up here. Next time, we're going to connect Scarborough up to Cockerhead, and then we can actually get trains running down this main line as well. So right now it'll just be Haltwhistle up to Scarborough via these stations, and we're going to use the outside tracks for that. And then we can start looking at maybe getting some freight shifted onto these lines as well. Maybe get some trucks off the road. One more thing before we do wrap up. Of course, I said I would fix this. So, whoops. There we are. Fixed. Awesome. Thank you very much for watching then, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. And, of course, if you're enjoying the series so far, it's very much appreciated. I can't get over how big this station is. It's absolutely massive. Don't forget to hit the like button. Did I say that? If you're enjoying the video, and, of course, if you're enjoying the series, yeah, I did say that. Drop some comments down below with ideas for future episodes. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to the channel, thank you for your continued support. It's very much appreciated. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And until next time, from this massive, massive station, I will see you soon.